we go. We're live from the sunny confines of West Melbourne. Good morning, everybody. This is my second day after testing positive with the COVID. Probably my fifth day of, at least my fifth day of having symptoms of it. I don't feel too bad today. Didn't sleep much last night. Was very worried about how it was going to attack me. I did get the vaccinations earlier. I got the first vaccination. I was in that special group that because I'm morbidly obese, they give it to me along with the very old people in the beginning. I got my second shot, and then a month later, and then I think 3 or 4 months after that, I got the booster. Say what you want about them things, but this has made me a believer that they work. Because the condition I'm in and smoking for years, and I've been only done with the cigarettes about a month or so now, and if I firmly believe without the shots that I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And that's one thing that I had trouble sleeping last night is I was feeling some congestion right here in my throat and chest and head, and I was worried that was getting down into my lungs. And I know once it gets to my lungs, I'm not in too good shape. So so far, I think I'm got the upper hand on it. Tylenol. I've been taking boost your immune system drugs to help, like things like vitamin C, elderberry gummies. I don't know. And when it comes to you being not knowing what's going on, I'll try it all. And even last night, I mentioned yesterday, as a kid, what we used to do at home, we Grandma and Mom each had a feather thick that in Polish it was called a pajuna, and that was the saving grace of whenever you got sick. Good morning, Steph. How's things up in Northwest Florida? But anyway, last night I went to bed, got under the covers. I had one blanket. No, I had a comforter, a blanket, and an Afghan with a heating pack wrapped around my knee. I decided I was going to try and use the old-fashioned method and sweat it out. Well, I slept for about an hour, and I don't know if I was running a fever, but once again, I started with the not hallucinating. God, the mind's a terrible thing to waste. Started talking about crazy stuff that was on my mind, I guess, and woke up soaking wet. Got up, walked around for about a half an hour. Went back to bed for about another hour doing the same thing, and woke up once again soaking wet, and hopefully that's helped fight it off and maybe get it out of my body. Right now, I still got this god-awful headache. It almost feels like a real shitty hangover is what it feels like. I'm just tired, achy. My joints ain't worth the shit anyway with the arthritis here and there, and this just makes it worse. But the headache is hurts. My daughter Stephanie, my farmer girl. You know, Stephanie, you got named after my grandmother. Her name was Stefana in Polish, and for some reason, I don't know where the Stella came in, but her name was Stephanie, and that's who you got named after. And it looks like you're following in her footsteps. I remember when we moved from Chicago to Indiana, when I was somewhere between 3 and 5, I stayed with Grandma during the week. She babysat me, and while Mom worked, and Dad was still in the city. And I got to do all the fun things with Grandma. Grandma had, she had a chicken coop with, I don't know, she had probably 30 to 30 chickens or so. She had a pretty good sized chicken coop. It was probably, I don't know, 10, 12 foot wide and probably 20, 30 feet long. Had, that was the run. Had a coop attached with nesting with boxes for them, laying boxes that with straw on it that, I don't know, 15, 20 boxes. Used to go out there with Grandma and pick the eggs, and I remember her getting getting mad at me the first few times because if the chicken is sitting in the box and sitting on top of egg, you got to take that egg away, or they'll want to start laying on it, and she don't need more chickens, then she don't want them laying on it. She don't want them sitting on them. So I guess, so when you reach underneath them, they'll kind of peck at you. They don't really hurt, but Grandma would get mad when I pull my arm out. And of course, she made me stick my arm back in there and get the eggs out. The other thing I learned with that is what that truly means with the chicken with his head cut off. Because when them chickens didn't lay anymore, they were useless. The only thing they were good for then was soup. So outside the coop, there was a stump with a hatchet, and they didn't lay. That's where they ended up. And no more needs to be said about that. But they would run around without a head. Grandma'd constantly get mad and cussing in Polish about she had problems with weasels sneaking in, chicken hawks trying to get birds through the run if there was a hole or something. What else? What else did you have trouble with? Foxes, I think, maybe. And later on, she had trouble with my dad's German Shepherd. We lived, I don't know, about a mile away from Grandma, and that dog would find his way over to Grandma's house and get a chicken every once in a while. I don't know how, but he would do it. Stephanie, you don't eat the eggs or you don't eat the chickens. So you got a garden going now too? I told you with you make a nice run with that them chickens that they'll turn up that ground for you, fertilize it, and get rid of the bugs and weeds. So you're gonna sell the eggs, huh? Good for you. He's got 15 chickens right now. That's I think that's really neat. Yesterday I made a video and was rambling on. I had somebody on asking me about the river here and the pollution and catching fish. And I was talking about oysters and clams in the river when I picked up my mic and accidentally hit the mute button. Couldn't hear no more. So I'm going to close this with saying a little bit about those oysters and clams. I was trying to come up with the figures on how much water they filter. And this is the amazing part. A single oyster can filter up to 50 gallons of water a day. A single clam can filter up to 24 gallons of water a day. And mussels, depending on what kind of mussel it is, they filter somewhere between 15 and 20 gallons of water a day. So these little additions to the water that we have and need to keep that water clean. I know they're trying to put some mats of oysters in different places in the river. But those shellfish will not grow either if the water's polluted with certain things, because they filter them out and it kills them. So hopefully we can get things straight and get this river back to somewhat of a beautiful thing. I've been here 40 years, and that river, it wasn't perfect when I first seen it, but you could catch fish. There was plenty of wildlife and different animals and stuff. The water was clear. Nowadays, during the summer, you get a east wind. The seagrasses that are left die and get blown up against the shoreline and rot and produce a lovely smell. But I hear that's good fertilizer if you want to gather it. I can't believe you haven't taken Kobe fishing yet. That's my grandson, Stephanie's son, Kobe. Although he's only, a year and a half? Not quite 2. So you got time to take him fishing. I don't think he'll have the patience yet. So I'd wait till at least he's 3. I know you know how to fish, and you'll teach him well. Well, I'm going to get out of here for now. He'll be 2 in April, almost May. Doing all right. We'll see how the rest of the day goes, and it goes. Tomorrow's another day. Thanks for tuning in, and Steph, good hearing from you. Enjoy your day. Give Kobe a give Kobe a hug for me, and love you guys. And until next time, I'll see ya.